Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're one of my regular visitors here. And if you are new here, a big welcome to you. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe. So today I'm bringing you one of my short heads up videos. But this one is specifically for the sign of Sagittarius. And that's whether you are the sun in Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius, or the rising sign, also known as the ascendant. Sagittarius, how you doing? How is your communication faring, changing, altering with this Pluto energy in your third house? Because Pluto is now going to be starting to really transit fully into your third house of communication. On May the 1st, Pluto, my big outer boy, my dwarf planet, punch, not size, and you know, it's the quality, not always the quantity. Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius. Pluto is going to be doing this over the next couple of years, dipping back and forwards, not that often, only a couple of times, but having long periods of time back in Capricorn, then another longer period of time in Aquarius, then back into Capricorn, and finally, at the end of 2024, fully moving into your third house of communication. It's going to completely revolutionize the way you communicate. People will not recognize you, and you've got it here for 20 years. Don't worry about it. It's most of the time we don't even notice what these big outer planets are doing to us. So by the 11th of June, it will retrograde into Capricorn, your second house of finance. Now you've had Pluto here for nearly probably 15 years or so, changing the whole setup and the way that you handle your financial status. You've probably had to dig deep using some of that sort of Pluto energy to sort out a lot of difficulties with your finances and possibly also joint finances, because it brings in the energy of the 8th house. And so it's going to be moving back there for a while. Now, the full moon this month is in Scorpio in your 12th house. Now, this is on the 5th of May. Now, this is a full moon lunar eclipse. Now, if you remember, we had a total new moon solar eclipse, I'll get it right in a minute, on the 20th of April. That was in Aries in your 5th house. That can be children. There could have been new beginnings for some of your children. Some of them, if they're old enough, may have been announcing their pregnancy or may well do so in the next few months because this energy lasts for some time. Now for you with this Scorpio full moon in your 12th house, now this is about the inner you. And I think, Sagittarius, that sometimes people don't realize what a deep kind of soul you have, because you're very good at being kind of out there and full of joie de vivre and, you know, just keeping people entertained with that Jupiter expansive energy of yours. And this Scorpio full moon, especially as it's an eclipse, I think has you doing some deep thinking. And I think it has you actually working on ways that you have been maybe thinking about yourself that you need to let go of. You know, we all beat ourselves up a bit, and you're no different from any of the rest of us, Sagittarius. And, you know, it may just be that things come to light for you, that you realize that, you know, perhaps you're not so bad. Perhaps you're actually okay. And maybe you just need to let go of any bad thoughts you have about you. That could be one really good use of this energy. So by the 9th of May, the sun in Taurus, which is in your 6th house of, this is your day-to-day routine, can also be health matters, pets, small animals. So you've got this area, it's jam-packed this month. You've had both your 5th and your 6th house really, really aspected. And you've got the Sun in Taurus conjunct Uranus, or planet of the unexpected, in this part of your chart. I think you might get a good bill of health. There may be something that you've been worried about or concerned about, and you'll be surprised that it's actually okay. That's what I feel this is about. Something you've been tested on, and you get a good clean bill of health. Because Mercury is retrograde. So this is something from the past. And Mercury is also in this part of your chart. And by the 15th of May, Mercury finally goes direct in this part of the chart. So it's going to speed up again and free up your routine, which has got jam-packed with things and stuff to do, and help you just sort out the wheat from the chaff so you can have a little bit of more regulated routine to your life. Now, Mercury won't come out of its, what we call its shadow zone, until the end of May. And then you're fully free of any of those retrograde hitches or glitches. Now, on the 16th, Jupiter, that has been in your 5th house, also of children of Jupiter's expansion. And I just wonder if, whilst Jupiter has gone through this part of your chart, the 5th house, whether if you have children, one of them has become pregnant. It would not surprise me, especially Sagittarius ascendant, because it's kind of underlines the house value. And in general, Jupiter now, of course, is going to move into Taurus, your 6th house, which, remember, is about our day-to-day routine. It's about service to others, can be health. So watch out that something doesn't flare up. So don't kind of run before you can walk. If you've had a good medical or a good clean bill of health, don't go and spoil it by overindulging and spoiling it all, because that would look like be a little bit like shooting yourself in your foot, wouldn't it? So anyway, let's moving swiftly on. By the 18th, Jupiter squaring retrograde Pluto in that 3rd house of yours. So you may actually have some timely words to say to work colleagues about maybe their lack of keeping things ticking over in whatever work you do. That there just may be a little bit of friction about that. Now, on the 19th, we have the new moon, and it's in Taurus, so it's still in this 6th house. Everything is in your 6th house this month, and it's actually going to be, it's giving you a new opportunity to start new things. So if you want to change your routine, kind of just update it or just change it because you get bored doing the same old ritual and thing every day. You know, Sagittarius, you like fun. You like to kind of get out there and know things and seek things and look for things and travel. And so anything that is too constricting is not good for your kind of mutability, your mutable nature. So do use that new moon to kind of change things up, just change everything round. Now we need to look at Mars, which is in Leo, and this is in your 9th house of travel and of higher learning and education. Mars at this point on the, the 21st, is going to be in opposition to Pluto in Aquarius in the 3rd. What that's going to do is highlight some communication that's been overlooked, that needs to be addressed. And it could be quite frustrating. So make sure you pay attention to that. Pluto's retrograde motion has brought it up again for you to look at. By the 23rd, Mars, still in Leo, is going to square Jupiter in Taurus in your 6th house of routine. And I think this is all connected with the Pluto opposition, and it's something about paperwork and papers to do with your routine that has to be changed and updated. On the 25th, we have a very interesting astrological kind of configuration. And I am going to do a separate heads up on this. It's what's known as a grand cross, but it's a fixed grand cross. So it's a bit like a big square. And it's a square that joins Taurus to Leo, to Scorpio to Aquarius. Now for you, this is linking up your 3rd house, your 6th house, your 9th house, and your 12th house. So what this is doing is making you feel a bit restricted with what you want to put in motion, what you want to launch. You have ideas, you have big ideas, and there is something that is holding you back, but I think it's holding all of us back. I don't know what this is, but I do feel it could be something that's a bit bigger than all of us that is holding us back. So just be mindful of that. Then by the 27th, Jupiter again, our planet of opportunity and luck, in Taurus, is conjunct the North Node. Now this is really super energy because the North Node is your destiny. This is where you want to take your talents and qualities towards. And you do like being of service to others, to help people understand things, to teach people. And I think that this conjunction is just giving a boost. Jupiter, remember, is your ruling planet. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It's a fire planet. You're a fire sign. You have ideas. You have a lot of creative ideas. And this is giving you a little bit of a green light to move ahead with them. So there we go, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me for your May astrology. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and listen, all these comments, thank you so much. I really feel I know a lot of you personally now, and a lot of the clients I've met are sort of, I want to make you all my friends because you're all so lovely. And just on that note, actually, I'm starting to take bookings for end of May and into June now. So if you would like to have a one-to-one with me, for me to look at your astrological natal chart, please get in touch. And you can get in touch via my website, which is pennydix.com. While you're there, subscribe. You'll get a regular newsletter that will tell you about forthcoming events that we are planning on the website, which are going to be fee. That you pay a fee, but it's only a small fee to attend a sort of webinar or a Zoom, a discussion, but it's something we're working on, and we've got some courses that are coming up that you can purchase as well. So there we go. That's it for today, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.